Meanwhile, so do you know where this building is in real life? Because it's a real building. This is a story I helped break a whole other lifetime ago when I was a young cub reporter. And now with James Gunn's Superman out, it's worth talking about again. For those of you who don't know, this is the Hall of Justice, home of the Justice League. You know, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman. You probably recognize it best from this clip here.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
And it looks exactly like Union Terminal in Cincinnati, Ohio. I mean exactly. Union Terminal is a former train station, now museum. It was the definition of Art Deco architecture. It is beautiful on the outside. It's even prettier on the inside. It's worth checking out. When I moved to Cincinnati, everyone knew it looked like the Hall of Justice. The round arch, the giant columns, even the fountain up front. This is the Hall of Justice, but no one could tell me why. I mean, no one. Even the museum staff themselves did not have this history, and I know, because I asked. And so I tracked down the story why the Hall of Justice looks exactly like Union Terminal, and I'll share it with you now. Back in the early 70s, Hanna-Barbera was making some of the best cartoons on television. You know, the Flintstones, Jetsons, Scooby-Doo, etc. And they were creating a show based on comic superheroes called the Super Friends.
Tell me where the other Super Friends are, Luthor.
They're probably already on their way to the Great Hall of Justice in the sky.
If you've never seen an episode, it is wonderful, and it is cheesy, and it is pretty fantastic. And the show needed a headquarters for these heroes. They wanted to create something new. At this time, Hanna-Barbera Cartoons was bought by Taft Broadcasting, located in Cincinnati, Ohio. And so the founders, William Hanna and Joseph Barbera, would take the train into Cincinnati for meetings, and they would pass right through Union Terminal. And so I tracked down Hanna-Barbera's lead animator, a man named Al Neumert. He was 97 when I found him, and he told me this story. He had come up with a design for the headquarters, presented to them, and they said, absolutely not, it has to look like this, and they handed him a picture of Union Terminal. He also told me he hated drawing that building because it had too many windows and it gave him nightmares, which is pretty funny. Now you see this building everywhere. You find it in comics, in Tim Burton's Batman movies, in theme park rides, and of course, in James Gunn's latest Superman movie, where they filmed the Hall of Justice scenes in the actual Union Terminal in Cincinnati, Ohio. I might have screamed a little bit when I saw it. And you can read about it all over the internet, including on the Wikipedia page, which has my one and only contribution to pop culture. And so if you want to visit the Hall of Justice, home of the Justice League and location in James Gunn's Superman, you can do so in Cincinnati, Ohio.